Vice President Smith, thank you so much for the opportunity to present a program to you that I believe is vital to our students here on campus. I would like to implement a mental health initiative to better the current mental health resources that we have here on campus. As you know, mental health continues to rise and it affects our students in various ways, including academically. Like we recently surveyed our students in mental health survey, and what we learned from our students is that our students aren't doing well academically and they're dropping out. And 75% of our students reported the lack of resources on campus for care counselors. They felt like our care counselors are always booked. There's no flexibility with the schedules, and students can't often see a counselor when it's needed. And sometimes those serious situations happen in the middle of the night when they just need someone to speak to and they're not accessible. So what I'm advocating for is for us to actually contract with a third-party vendor called BetterHelp. So BetterHelp offers online resources, online counseling for students, and they are available 24/7. So that gives the students the flexibility to meet with counselors at a time that works best for their schedule. I believe that they can help support our students with more opportunities than we can offer on campus. Also, too, one of the main things that came out of the survey is, 60% of those students did indicate that there were availability issues. And so by doing this, we can help fix those availability issues, which also, too, helps to support students academically. So not only would we be really supporting the students through the mental health issue, but we know that when a student cannot focus and things aren't going right in their lives, it also affects their academics. So we can actually help to create a big change in campus by focusing on mental health. That also too helps to increase our persistent rates, help keep students enrolled, and helps them to do better academically. At this time, I believe there's not much that we would be asking from our stakeholders. We actually have the extra funding within our budget to implement this process. There would be nothing that we would need from the stakeholders at this time, but what we would do is really allocate the resources of our Student Affairs Admissions Office. We've already talked to them and actually worked with them in collaboration of this survey, so they are aware of the issues and willing to help and to dedicate their resources. As you know, in Student Affairs, the objective of the Student Affairs Office is to advocate for students and to support students and to ensure that we have the proper resources on campus for those students. And so they are already on board. They're excited about this. We were not shocked by the surveys because we've had an individual student who came into the offices to talk to us about this, which is what led to more of a campus campaign around, trying to offer these resources. Once we have the approval from you, the one thing we will need from the stakeholders is once we have that approval to move forward, we would work with them just to make sure that we have their buy-in, get their feedback, and any suggestions that they may have. They may have some more creativity on how we can do this and to implement this. I don't foresee an issue getting them on board because, data itself is telling us that this is a huge need for on-campus. I really appreciate this opportunity to speak with you about this issue, and I look forward to working with you in implementing this process. Let us know, is there any other data points that we can provide you to get this rolling? Thanks again for the opportunity.